Welcome in, Phoenix Christian football fans, to Phoenix Christian football right here on the Phoenix Christian football YouTube channel. My name is Nicholas Petrisky, and I'm honored to be joined alongside you tonight for some Phoenix Christian football. Your Phoenix Christian Cougars taking on the Camp Verde Cowboys, coming up from about an hour and a half north near Prescott, Arizona. Not north enough to be Flagstaff, but north enough to be near the Prescott area. First, tonight's inactives for your Phoenix Christian Cougars: wide receiver Frank Reinhard, linebacker Jude House, quarterback Noah Jimenez. Those are the three inactives tonight for your Phoenix Christian Cougars. It's a beautiful night tonight in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. You can see the moon straight ahead of myself here in the upper area of the press box as your Phoenix Christian Cougars are ready to take the field, led by head coach Jason Kindred. Cougars 4-1 coming into tonight's matchup against the 4-2 Camp Verde Cowboys. Folks, you're going to want to stick around. This is going to be a good one right here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. We do want to apologize just ahead of time that the music might be a little bit loud up here. That is out of our control. Here come the Cougars. Cowboys now making their way out onto the field. 6:52, still about 8 minutes until starting kickoff. Once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Nicholas Petrisky here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Current weather in Phoenix, Arizona at time of kickoff, even though the sun has set, it is still about 94 degrees Fahrenheit, 9% humidity, and 4-mile-an-hour winds. We'll take a quick break here and be back with you in a moment. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Captains getting just about ready to come out tonight. The four captains for your Phoenix Christian Cougars tonight. From left to right, wide receiver Dominic Paris, lineman Gabriel Martinez, linebacker Aiden Flynn, and tonight's starting quarterback Cyrus Renteria.
Should be a good one to watch tonight.
You did hear me correctly. Cyrus Renteria making his season debut today, and at quarterback, no less, Cyrus, a linebacker and running back by trade, will get the start under center here tonight in Phoenix. We'll hear more about Cyrus and his connection to Coach Jason Kindred later in the broadcast, so stick around. Also an active tonight, still on the sidelines as Week 1 starting quarterback Xavier Sandoval. He'll be out for about the remainder of the regular season.
At this time,
Sandoval injured his right bicep in pregame warm-ups against Glendale Prep and was unable to play. He did get the start in that game, however. Here is the national anthem and pregame prayer.
Father in heaven, all of this belongs to you. Father, for the athletes who cheered on the field. Father, for the cheerleaders here to cheer our fans and our school. Father, for Phoenix Christian, a school built on your name and your ways. And Father, we're grateful for the opportunity to surround our children, Father, with a Christ-centered education. Father, for Camp Verde, Father, for the travel they've made and the travel they'll make tonight. Father, may you watch over all of our athletes, keep them healthy and safe. And Father, may you be with the meditation of our hearts as we cheer our athletes on to victory. Father, for the families that are new to Phoenix Christian, we're grateful for their presence here tonight, and we're grateful for the growth we've experienced this year. We lift all of it in the holy name of Jesus. Amen. Please allow me to introduce you to Dulce Perez. She's a senior, and she was also a contestant on Telemundo's The Voice. And tonight, she's going to lead us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we've watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you for that tribute to America.
That was the national anthem. Captains, about seconds away from coming onto the field. Captains for visiting Camp Verde Cowboys. Linemen from left to right. Lineman Logan Bradley. Running back Noah Collins. Wide receiver Christian Sanabria. And quarterback Tyson Buckley. Sanabria and Buckley, two names that we'll be hearing often today. Sanabria, the
Captain for Camp Verde,
Cowboys' leading receiver coming into today, and Buckley, well, he's only fourth in the state of Arizona in passing yards. We'll hear more about that throughout the course of the game. Kickoff just a couple minutes away. Coin toss happening now at midfield. Head referee tonight, Max Barrier. Barrier working with a crew of Damian Brunette as the umpire. Head linesman Gabe Villa. Line judge Braden Mills, and back judge Celia Ambra McDonald. Cougars will be wearing their white helmets with the green PC logo on either side, green jerseys, white numerals, light green trim on the numerals, and all white pants. Cowboys will be wearing blue helmets with a red face mask, a white stripe down the center, white jerseys with blue on the shoulders, red numerals, blue trim, and all white pants. Once again, we thank you for tuning in to Phoenix Christian Football right here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Camp Verde has won the toss and elected to defer till the second half. Cougars will receive the opening kickoff in tonight's matchup.
Camp Verde won the toss.
Cougars have received the opening kickoff in every game they have played this season.
Let's go Cougars.
Even when they win the coin toss, Coach Kindred likes to play aggressive and get the offense out on the field early and often. We're going to see two very different philosophies at play tonight. The Cougars, a power T offense, heavy run, have only threw the ball once in the last 2 weeks. In Camp Verde, well, they're quite the opposite. A very pass-heavy air raid scheme that runs the ball if they need to. Buckley has thrown the ball just under 175 times this season.
Xavier Willis and Zion Rondon.
Xavier Willis and Zion Rondon back to receive the opening kickoff. On the duties of the opening kickoff tonight for Camp Verde are Logan Aote. Aote, a designated kicker on this Camp Verde roster, and we are underway here in Phoenix, Arizona. Willis bobbles the opening snap. Excuse me, that's Rondon. He'll try to break some tackles. Unsuccessful.
From their own 22-yard line.
Cougars start with the ball on their own 22-yard line. It is good to be back at home. Cougars, their first game at home in 4 weeks. However, on the road, they won all 4 of those games. Ball actually will be started on the 23 under center. Handoff left Willis, and he'll get a couple.
Gain of about 1.
Renteria has not played quarterback since he was younger. And when I mean younger, I mean, well, about when he was 9 and 10, not even middle school yet. Play action pass, Renteria looking deep, looking for Paris. Paris catches it at the 48-yard line where he's taken out.
That'll be enough for a Cougars first down.
Big pickup on 2nd and 8. And the Cougars with their first down of the night. You saw all the eyes of the Cowboy defense looking in the backfield, looking where's the ball? Well, Renteria had it in a great pass to Paris. That's a Cougars' first completion. Stumbling forward to about the 45 of the Cowboys. Excuse me, that's Scroggins on the carry. 2nd and 2. 11 minutes exactly left to play in the first half. Do apologize for any laggy video. We are doing the best we possibly can. Handoff. This is Scroggins trying to get up the middle. Still fighting for yards. Eventually taken down, but the ball flies out. Officials did not say he was down. And the scrum clears. It looks like the Cougars managed to get the ball back, and they will say Scroggins' forward progress was stopped.
That'll be enough for another Cougars first down.
And all Cougar fans can breathe a collective sigh of relief after seeing the ball pop up in the air. First and 10. This is Scroggins out to the 30, 25, where he's eventually taken down.
Down inside the red zone.
Should be taken down at the 24.
That's enough for another Cougars first down.
It's another Phoenix Christian first down. Scroggins, last game against Highland Prep, carried the ball 20 times for 131 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he'll look to repeat that performance tonight. This is Willis.
Xavier Willis off the left side.
Carrying it out to the 21. Leading the way for Cowboys is Christian Sanabria, along with Logan Bradley. Second and 8. 9:20 left to play in the first quarter. Handoff goes to Scroggins. Following blockers, eventually
Scroggins off the right side.
Brought down at the 17-yard line.
Third down and about 5.
Gain of, we'll call it 3, maybe 4. Gabriel Martinez checks into the game. Achilles Lopez checks out. 3rd and 5. Renteria breaks the huddle. Handoff is Scroggins. Scroggins barreling forward, trying to stick the ball out, and at initial spot, it looks like he'll have another first down.
He appears to have enough for a first down.
Great job there by Scroggins, really keeping his legs
another Cougar first
churning
down.
1st and 10. Ball's on the Cowboy 13-yard line. The Cowboy defense. Ransom. Trayshawn Ransom checking into the game. Ransom, one of the quicker backs on this back by committee Cougar team. Handoff goes to Scroggins, where he's met immediately
Handoff on the right side
at the line by Gavin
Gain of
Athey.
about 1.
I'll bring up 3rd and 5, maybe 4.
It's going to bring up 3rd down.
7:24 left to play in the first quarter. Clock continuing to wind. It'll be 3rd and 4, says the scoreboard. Cougars need 4. And trying to catch the Cowboys offside, they'll actually catch their own. As Cassius Grimwade with the false start.
That's a false start on the Cougars.
And a 3rd and 4 becomes a 3rd and 9, and now the play call might change. Santabria checks back into the game. Wonder if we might see Parrish targeted here on a play action. Play action pass. Looking left is Renteria. Looking in the end zone for Parrish. He has him. Touchdown, Cougars!
Number 11 for Cougar. Touchdown!
Adua Salefu on to attempt the point after. Harmon the snapper, Harmon the holder. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good, Adu.
And with 6:45 left to play here in the first quarter, Cougars lead the Cowboys 7-0.
To go in the first quarter.
Just want to point out there, Christian Santabria trying to pull his inner Bill Belichick. He lined up outside of the numbers and tried to run in to block the point after. Cougars were aware enough to block it, and just want to say a great call from Coach Kindred there on that 3rd and 9 from Renteria to Paris. Almost every Cowboy was within about 5 yards of the ball, and Paris was wide open with no one within about 10 yards of him. Cougars to kick it off back to the Cowboys, but I wouldn't speak so soon, as the Cougars do tend to onside kick it or squib it. Israel Torres out to do the kickoff duties.
Back deep for the Cowboys.
Torres lines up to the left of the ball, and he will squib it hard. And pouncing on it at the 45 is Xander Turnbell. And with just under 7 minutes, we'll see Buckley and the Cowboys offense for the first time tonight. Buckley coming into tonight's matchup, completing 61% of his passes for 1,675 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Handoff, and immediately brought down by Luke Hawking, is Julian Lamelli. Two receivers split out far left. Motion man from right to left. Buckley. Handoff. Barreling forward ahead to the 50 is Lamelli once again. We'll bring up 3rd and 5.
It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Cowboys. About
3rd and 5. Three receivers,
Let's
far
get loud,
side
fans.
right.
Let's go deep.
Buckley with Lamelli to his right. Flags fly, and it looks like we have a false start against the Cowboys. So just like the Cougars on their last drive, a 3rd and manageable becomes 3rd and long. More precisely, a 3rd and 5 becomes a 3rd and 10. Clock winds.
Let's get behind the defense, fans. Let's go.
Buckley gets the snap. Under pressure, looking right. Pass is caught for a loss. Harmon on the tackle.
Tackle for loss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And Buckley complaining to the official that there was some roughing the passer, but Cougar pressure getting in and letting up just in time. 4th and 12, Cowboys keep their offense on the field. Buckley gets the snap, looking deep, now rolling left, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll throw it, pass is caught! What a throw by Buckley! Jordan Williams with the gain all the way inside the 15. You see why Buckley comes into tonight 4th in the state in passing yards. A great job keeping his eyes down the field and finding Williams with just enough separation. 1st and 10 from the 11. Buckley tries to throw it out quickly to Lamelli. Lamelli with some blockers in front of him, diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And the officials have signaled a touchdown.
Cowboys are just an extra point away from tying it with 4:45 left to play in the first quarter. Ayoade on to attempt the point after. You had the Cougar defense make a great play on 3rd down. Head coach for the Cowboys, Aaron Gromweld, decides to roll the dice, and his dice roll pays off in the form of 6 points. Snap is down, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. Cowboys answering the Cougars' opening blow with 7 points of their own to make the score 7-7. 4:45 left to play. That's what the Camp Verde offense is predicated on. Buckley making plays downfield. Saw it last week against Mountainside, and just Buckley, if he's under pressure, able to avoid it and really make a good play. Willison Rondin back to receive the Cowboys kickoff.
Willis and Rondon back deep to receive 14 and 6 respectively.
Ayoade on to kick it off. Kick is squibbed end over end, will drop at the 24. Rondon picks it up, reversing fields, and eventually brought down just shy of the 30-yard line.
About the 27-yard line. The Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from their own 27.
Rondon almost escaping the ankle tackle of Thane Cook. First and 10. Cougars will start with it on their own 27. Cougars Cowboys tied 7-7. Handoff right. Scroggins gets a couple.
Gain of about 3.
The first Cowboy getting there, Landon McKay. Second and 7. And it looks like we might have had a sideline warning against Phoenix Christian. No flag, but there was a motion in the direction of the Cougar offense. Maybe just a final warning. Either sideline or maybe another kind of penalty. Second and 7. Cougars come out in power T. Renteria keeps himself.
On the keeper, goes around the left side.
Brought down
About 4.
to 36
Gonna bring
by
the first
Williams.
down about 2.
Actually, Mark Renteria down at the 35 exactly. 3rd and 2. 3:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Cougars only need a few. Handoff to Scroggins, and Scroggins breaking a tackle, and it looks like he might just have enough for a Cougar first down. Another great job by Scroggins to be aware. Make sure he falls forward to get the extra yard for the first down. Those yards don't seem like much, but over the course of 48 minutes of football, they add up. Renteria gets a snap. Handoff goes to Willis. Willis with the lead blocker in front of him. He breaks a tackle, and
An ankle tackle just after
taking Willis down at the 50 is Cook.
Gets the Cougars to the 50-yard line. And enough yards for another Cougar first down.
You see the Cougar offense running the same stuff with just little wrinkles in it. We saw Renteria keep it on a bootleg earlier, and now the counter to Willis that starts right and goes left. Just little wrinkles to keep the Cowboys defense honest. Cowboys all line up within about 6 yards of the ball. Renteria gets the snap. Quarterback power.
Off the right side. Hit low at the line of scrimmage.
Renteria brought down by Cook. Cook, the Cowboys leader in tackles coming into this matchup tonight with 55. He also has 4 tackles for loss. You saw him shoot the gap and read that play very well. And Renteria really had nowhere to go. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Willis. Willis with some blockers out in front of him. Still Willis. Delivering the final blow was Gunnar Selton, excuse me, as we have an injured Cowboy on the field holding his left knee. Spot on the run from Willis says first down, as the coaches will attend to their injured player on the field. We'll step aside. Don't go anywhere. This is Phoenix Christian Football right here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. The injured Cowboy that left the field was Xander Turnbell, the tight end linebacker. Pitch goes to Scroggins.
Right side, hit low and high.
And bringing Scroggins down once again is Cook.
Bring up 2nd down and 11.
Scroggins loses a yard. He'll bring up 2nd and 11, and Cougars really need to get someone on the hat of Cook. Cook has made the last couple plays, and you see why he's the leading tackler on this Cowboy defense. Actually be 2nd and 12. Scroggins splits far out to the left. Willis to the right. Renteria back to pass. Will throw it, trying to find Paris on
Renteria back to pass.
the tight end pop pass.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Pass incomplete. Paris had a step on Cook. Renteria just threw it a little too early and didn't lead Paris well enough. 35 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. You got to assume if they keep this in bounds, this will be the... And a flag waved off by the official. Looks like the line judge on the far end of the field threw it. And it was not a penalty after a discussion. 3rd and 12. Offset eye. Renteria play action. Throws it deep, looking for his man Grimwade. Grimwade bobbles it and unable to catch it. He had it initially. I think there's a little jersey tug there by Williams on Grimwade.
Some of our new family students include, we welcome back
Grimwade held on to it. Cougars would have found themselves in the red zone right about now. We'll bring up 4th and 12. Coach Kindred very upset about the no PI call. There was a very clear jersey pull by Williams. You got to wonder if the Cougars maybe decide to punt it here just to give the Cowboys a longer field to work with. Rondan checks in for Scroggins. Grimwade split out far to the left, just below the numbers. Renteria gets the snap. Play action pass, under pressure. Renteria looking downfield. And there goes the flag thrown from the back judge. A makeup call for sure, but definitely a push in the back on that of Cook. An intelligent throw there from Renteria just to give his receiver, Rondan, a chance at it and also draw the PI. Now, in high school, it is not a spot foul like it is in the National Football League. I believe it's only a 10-yard penalty, which will still make the ball short, and actually no, it will be a 15-yard penalty, and 15 yards enough for a Cougar first down.
It in fact was pass interference.
22 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
We're getting the chains moved, and it will be enough.
The chain gang on the far side of the field slow to move. Cougar fans finally now realizing it's 1st and 10. Hear the cheers from parents and families alike. Ball spotted on the 27. Sweep to Willis, goes left, and Willis nowhere to go. Tackled by Williams. Bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of 1. And that will do it for the first quarter here in Phoenix, Arizona. We played 12 on the campus of Phoenix Christian. Score, visiting Cowboys 7 and your
We'd like
Phoenix
to do our
Christian
first
Cougars
drawing.
7.
All right, new families.
We'll take a
get
short
your
break
raffle
and be
tickets
back
out
with you
and get ready.
in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks.
We have
This
a really cool swag basket
is
that
Phoenix
includes a bunch
Christian
of
Football
Cougar
right
gear.
here on the
Coach Fry
Phoenix
is
Christian
going to do the
Football
drawing.
YouTube channel.
Okay, Coach.
Welcome back to the campus of Phoenix Christian here in beautiful downtown Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Nicholas Petrisky. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter just getting underway.
Ball on the 28.
Score,
Second down, Cougars to the line.
your Cougars 7, the visiting Cowboys 7.
Handoff up the middle.
Fake toss to the handoff,
Third down.
unsuccessful, a loss of 2. Scroggins the ball carrier, and the Cougars once again find themselves in a 3rd and long. Third and 12. Power T. Play action pass. Renteria looking downfield. Throws it up, trying to find Willis. Pass is almost picked off by Gunnar Selting.
Pass ball's incomplete.
Renteria trying to find Willis down the seam of the field. Bring up 4th and, well, the same, 12. You wonder why Coach Kindred there maybe didn't try a chunk play for 5 or 6 to make it 4th and a little more manageable. Instead, he decides to go for the first down. 4th and 12. Renteria in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking left. Trying to find Aiden Flynn on a screen, and Renteria just couldn't find him.
The Cowboys will take over on downs.
Cougars turn it over on downs. And we'll see the Camp Verde offense for the second time this evening. Renteria really had Flynn there on the screen, just a bad overthrow. Flynn had 4 blockers in front of him and probably had enough room just for the first down to keep the drive alive. Buckley in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side right. Buckley gets a snap, handoff.
Run off the left side. Met by
Spinning and fighting for a couple yards
Gain of about 1.
is Lamelli. I beg your pardon, it is not Lamelli, it's actually Tobias Lovall. The 3s, 8s, and 9s look very similar with the jersey scrunched up, and Cougars jump off sides on 2nd and 9. Make it 2nd and 4.
Appears to be encroachment on the defense.
Zaire Smith and Achilles Lopez, the guilty party. 2nd and 4.
Second down and long for the Cowboys.
Buckley gets a snap,
That pass.
looks left, finds his man Santabria on the screen, makes a man miss, making 2-man miss. Now 3, and eventually brought down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Michael Harmon, J.V. Willis there.
Well, that was a design play for Santa Maria, almost like a screen, allowing the pressure and the linebackers to fill up the field while Santa Maria just came in under their noses. 3rd and 1. And the Cowboys get the Cougars to jump offside for the 2nd time this drive. Achilles Lopez, Cassius Grimwade, the guilty party, as Achilles Lopez checks out
for the Cowboys to get a first down.
For Gabriel Martinez. Two plays you'd really want to have back if you're Achilles Lopez right now. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 44. Buckley looks left, keeping his eyes downfield, will throw a sidearm pass
Pass complete
to
12.
Caleb Bahi for a gain of 11 on first down, and Cowboys move the chains. Buckley's been under pressure quite often today, but senior quarterback pulling out his inner Patrick Mahomes with that sidearm. Buckley will keep it himself, breaks a tackle. Buckley out to the 27-yard line.
Picks up about
Cowboys
yards.
continue to drive.
1st and 10 for the Cowboys into Cougar territory.
Buckley, listed on the roster, 6'3", 240 pounds, and he looks a lot heavier than that. Very hard to bring down in open space, and almost Ben Roethlisberger-like. Buckley looks left, trying to find his man Santa Maria. Pass is incomplete.
Nicely on the play by 2 Cougar defensive backs. Pass falls incomplete.
On the coverage there was Javian Willis, and it looks like he is down in the Cougar end zone. Willis holding something in his lower body. Let's go back to what Buckley did there. Stepping up in the pocket, the sidearm pass, and then keeping it himself on a quarterback keeper. I mean, my goodness. Tyson Buckley. We'll step aside here as the coaches attend to Willis. We'll be back in a few. Willis able to get off the field with some help from Coach Kindred, but mostly under his own power. Looked like he was favoring one leg over the other. Cowboys with 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys get Zaire Smith to jump offside once again. Defensive end for this Cougar team, very undisciplined tonight. That's already 3 just on this drive alone, and Cowboys having to do very few to drive the ball, other than a few chunk plays. 2nd and 5. Buckley gets the snap, draw play, and sniffing it out immediately. Laval with nowhere to go, and actually a loss of 1. Third and 6. Buckley gets the snap. Looks right now, looks left, fires incomplete.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Pass intended for Jordan Williams. And they'll bring up a 4th and 6, a very interesting scenario here for the Cowboys and Coach Gronwald. Does he keep his offense on the field? Yes, he does. Ball spotted. The 24-yard line. Cowboys need the 19. Sanabria motions for Buckley.
Buckley back pass, setting up a wide
on the hook and ladder to Sanabria, and the Cowboys with just enough for a 1st down and more. There goes Sanabria. 10-5 touchdown. There is a flag on the play. This might be a legal man downfield.
Looks like
on a very successfully ran hook and ladder. You don't see that every day. Call came from the far side line judge. Flag is waved off the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. The hook and ladder call stands. My word. The first time the Cougars have trailed since week 2. They're at Shadow Mountain.
Touchdown is good.
Cougars did come back to win that game 30-28. Ayoade on to try the point after. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is up, kick is good. With 8:44 left to play in the half.
8:44 left to play in the second quarter. Score.
Cowboys Camp Verde 14.
The visiting Cowboys 14 and your Phoenix Christian Cougars 7.
A Max Preps photographer is taking pictures of today's game. To view high-quality action photos, go to www.maxpreps.com. America's source for high school sports. Thank you.
Saw Cougars make some plays defensively on the first drive. Second drive, a lot of mental mistakes. 3 offside penalties and helping the Cowboys now lead 14-7. Ayoade on to kick it off. Willis and Rondan back with their heels at the 20 and 18. Pooch kick falls at the 25. Rondan picks it up, trying to reverse his fields and making another great tackle on special teams is Cook. And boy, is this kid all over the place.
21-yard line.
Seems like every time a tackle is brought up, it has number 22 attached to it, and Cook, I mean, boy, on special teams, defense, and Cougars now trying to find their response. First and 10. Ball spotted at the 22. Handoff goes to Scroggins, and Scroggins met by a whole lot of white jerseys for a loss of 3. Cowboy defense really starting to pick up the tricks and trades of the Cougar offense. Scroggins very quiet since the first drive.
Second down and 12.
Second down, 13. 2 receivers near side left. Renteria takes a snap. Finds Rondan on a screen, breaks a tackle, and another eventually brought down at the 25, out of bounds.
Gain of about 3.
Ball now spotted at the 25 of the Cougars. 3rd, and we'll call it 7, a true 7. 7:53 left to play in the second quarter. Cougars come out in power T. Play action pass, Renteria in trouble, looking to get it away. Pass is picked off by Cook.
Pass picked off.
Cook makes a man miss, and eventually ball comes out. Cowboys fall on it.
Cowboys on the 30-yard line.
And after all that, it'll be Cowboy ball at the Cougar 32-yard line. Renteria was trying to get rid of it to avoid a sack and ended up throwing it right into the waiting arms of Cook. Saw Phoenix Christian trying to set up that play action once again, and Cowboys just having an answer for everything the Cougars have offensively.
Buckley drops back.
Buckley in trouble. He'll throw it away. Pass it to Harmon. Harmon to the 40. Eventually brought down at the 45. Flag flies. Back-to-back interceptions. We'll wait to see what the penalty is. Still no official word. 2 flags have already been waved off tonight for various of reasons. We await the call. And it will be a sideline infraction against the Cougars. Sideline getting a little too excited after Michael Harmon's second interception of the year. Only a 5-yard penalty, so Cougars will start at the 40.
Violation on the Cougars. Interception is still good. It'll be 1st and 10.
You got to think no harm, no foul.
From their own 40.
Renteria and Buckley trading interceptions. Renteria, handoff left. This is Ransom. Ransom rumbling forward out to the 49.
Ransom.
9 on first down, and that's a Phoenix Christian offense that we've seen the past 4 games. Javian Willis still working out his lower body injury on the sidelines, trying to see if he can make it work. This is Ransom once again with some men in front of him, still going and fighting for an extra yard. It's a Phoenix Christian first down. Ball now spotted at the Cowboys 44. 6:37 left to play in the second quarter. Clock winds. Cowboys will receive the second half opening kickoff. Cougars come to the line. Flag flies.
Flag on the field.
And it'll be neutral zone infraction on the defense. So 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 5.
That's encroachment on defense. That's
I
going
want
to make
to
it 1st and 5.
thank everyone listening from across the country here in Arizona, Ohio, and wherever else you might be listening. Our most viewed stream now officially with 18 concurrent viewers. From myself and the coaching staff and everyone else here at Phoenix Christian, we thank you for your support.
Scroggins off the right side.
Scroggins gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Progress was stopped.
Actually looks like they'll say he got 1. 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Play action pass. Renteria trying to keep it himself, but
Renteria on the rollout.
3 Cowboys there to meet him. The first of Jordan Williams.
Lots of 2 on the play.
Logan Brady also sniffing out the Cougars' plans, and a second and 4 becomes a 3rd and 7. Ball be spotted on Cowboy 41. 5:25 left to play in the first half. Timeout taken by Coach Kindred. That's his first of the half. So they tried to get the Cowboys to jump offside.
Do 2 drawings here for our raffle tickets. When you hear your name called, please come on up to the announcer's booth and get your really cool swag basket. It includes a bunch of Cougar golf gear. First winner.
You saw the last couple of plays.
Come on up to the press box and get
It's been
your
Ransom
Lynch.
who's been able to get yards lately here for the Cougars. Scroggins unable to really find his footing. Same with Renteria. Ransom, again, one of the quicker Phoenix Christian backs that Coach Kindred has up his disposal.
Come on up.
Third and 7. Ball spotted on the left hash at the Cowboys 41. Got to think this is once again 4-down territory for Coach Kindred and the Cougars. Renteria on the double reverse, and sniffing it out was Cook, and a rare missed tackle from Cook.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Be 4th and 5. Cougars need the 34 for a first down. Cowboys pile their defense within 5 yards. Play action pass. Renteria looking downfield. Throws it up in the air, trying to find Grimwade. Grimwade intercepted by Williams on the deflection. Flag flies. Still Williams. Eventually pushed out just shy of the 40, and it looks like this one might be for a legal block in the back on Santa Bria.
On the 12-yard line.
Interception will more than likely still stand when everything is said and done. Grimwade once again having a chance at it and just not able to bring it in. And it is blocking the back against the Cowboys. Foul occurred back at the 11-yard line. And I think this might be half the distance to the goal from spot of the foul. And with 4:32 left to play in the first half, Cowboys are going to need a long drive to go up by 2 scores. And the penalty will be half the distance to the goal. And the Cowboys will start out deep in Cougar territory at the 6.
After the penalty, the Cowboys will start.
Cowboys starting at the 6.
1st and 10.
Buckley in the shotgun. Gives instructions. Gets the snap, handoff to Laval. Laval with blockers in front of him. Laval eventually being brought down by a combination of Paris and Smith. Gain of 9 on 1st and 10. Gives the Cowboys some breathing room. 4:10 and counting down left to play in the second quarter. 2nd and 1. Ball spotted on the 25. The 15. Buckley keeps it himself on the quarterback option. Still Buckley,
Quarterback on the
eventually
left side, goes out of bounds.
going out of bounds near the 30.
7 yards for a first down.
Clock stops, 3:52. Ball spotted on the 32-yard line, and just in 2 plays, the Cowboys have gained nearly 30 yards of offense. 1st and 10. Buckley gives. Laval rumbling forward for about 4.
Gain about 3.
Beg your pardon, that wasn't Laval. It was actually Lamelli, and it is Lamelli in the backfield. Buckley
Back pass.
looks left, pumps, still looking left, looks downfield for Santabria. Santabria has a step, yes, making Paris miss. Still going is Santabria. He breaks a tackle, he breaks another. Santabria still going. Eventually brought down by a couple Cougars at the 8-yard line.
All the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear so many coaches say, keep your legs churning, keep your legs churning. Well, that's a bookmark film example of why you keep your legs moving. Santabria able to get a couple yards after a deep bomb from Buckley. Buckley will keep it himself to the 5. Brought down at the 2. 2:58 left to play.
He's down to about the 2.
It'll be
Fans, get on your feet. We need a
2nd
stand
and
here.
goal. Cowboys, in theory, have about 3 chances to punch it in. Buckley gives. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Oh, and that's a late call coming in for a touchdown.
Julian Lamelli with his first rushing touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking a 14-point lead with just about 2.5 minutes to go. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is up, and it's good. With 2:31 remaining in the first half, Camp Verde Cowboys 21, your Phoenix
Camp
Christian
Verde
Cougars
leading
7.
Phoenix Christian now 21-7.
Folks, do you know families
With just
who are
about
seeking
2.5
top-tier
minutes
private Christian
left
education right
in the
here
first
the
half.
city? We have a fantastic news for you. Invite your friends to join us for our first campus visit of the year on October 12th. They can register at www.phoenixchristian.org/admissions events. But wait, there's more.
We'll take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. For those of you just tuning in, Cowboys leading the Cougars 21-7 with 2:31 left to play in the first half. Ayoade Pooch kicks it to about the 20. Willis fields it at the 19.
It squirts around. Cougars will start their drive with 2:28 left in the half.
Willis unable to field it cleanly. And now with under 2.5 minutes left, the Cougars looking to go down and score their first touchdown of the second quarter. Once again, 2:28 left to play in the second quarter. Renteria gives left to Ransom and immediately brought
68
down
for the Cowboys, drags number 12,
by
Trey Ransom
McKay.
down the backfield for a loss of 1.
McKay blowing through the Cougar offensive line for a loss of 1. 2:10 left to play. Ball spotted on the 19 of the Cougars. Clock now under 2 minutes, no 2-minute warning in high school. Handoff goes to Rondon, and
Rondon off the right side.
Rondon
Led by a host of Cowboys.
brought
Lost
down
the
by a
ball
lot
four.
of men in blue helmets, and bring up a 3rd and 15. Timeout taken by Camp Verde. It's their
Timeout, Cougars.
first of the half.
Are you a pastor or a ministry leader, or do you know one? We'd love to have pastors and ministry leaders join us for breakfast next Friday morning, October 6th, for a time of worship, and then come back Friday night for the Cougar football game.
Camp Verde
Full halftime
this
concert
season
by
has
worship
scored
pastor,
34
2004
points or
graduate
more
Drew Unger.
in every
Register
single game this season.
at https:// tinyurl.com.
Cougars the most points they've given up in a game
PCP pastors.
since week 2 at Shadow Mountain, where they gave up 30, and they're a couple of possessions away from giving up more than that. Cougar defense has been very stout in the last 4, more like 3 weeks. As tonight, Camp Verde and the high-powered air raid offense, so much too much to handle for the Cougars.
They're down, about 15 to go.
3rd and 15. Renteria with Flynn behind him. Renteria on a
back to
straight
pass.
drop. Looks to
Ball's
pass,
up.
looking for Dominic Paris.
Flag on the field.
Flag
Here's
flies.
15
That will be
on
pass
kickoff.
interference. And that should be enough for Camp Verde, a Phoenix Christian first down. Camp Verde guilty of their second pass interference call tonight. It's a 15-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. Even depending on the spot, it might be a 3rd and 1, but we'll see where the spot is. Referee says first down, Cougars.
That penalty on the Cowboys gives the Cougars another
First and
down.
10, ball on the 30-yard line of the Cougars. 1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Rondon. Rondon get a
Inside
couple.
handoff, gain of about 2.
Second and 8. Clock ticking down to under a minute. Coach Kindred still with 2 timeouts in his back pocket. Clock now officially under a minute. You gotta wonder when he's gonna start trying to use them. Camp Verde just content with
Cougars come to the line.
letting
Down 8.
the first half run. Renteria, bootleg
Renteria
left.
rolls out.
Will try to throw it. Pass was
Pass ball
tipped
incomplete.
the line, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 8. You saw there, Phoenix Christian put 2 running backs to the left of Renteria, trying to get him a cleaner pocket to throw out of, but
Timeout.
just not enough with
Phoenix
the pass rush of Camp Verde.
That gives us an opportunity.
Cougars
to
call a
talk about
timeout,
homecoming
their second of the
coming
half.
up
They have
Friday,
1
October
left
27th,
with
our
41
final
seconds to
home game of the
play.
season.
here in the second
Get ready,
quarter.
Cougar fans.
Thank you
Homecoming
once
is 1
again
month
for
from
those
today.
tuning in
We will have
from
incredible
across the
plans for
country. We appreciate your
74th
support of
homecoming.
Phoenix Christian
Friday
football.
morning includes alumni chapel, high school powder puff, and middle school kickball. And our
Coming
homecoming
into
assembly. Later, join us for a barbecue and a
tonight's
carnival in the
matchup and
courtyard.
the
Elementary
official
classes will
AIA
serenade us with
rankings.
wonderful
Camp
music.
Verde ranked
While we
number
enjoy time
8.
in our amazing community.
Phoenix Christian ranked
Blue
number
Cougar Stadium
9.
for senior night, followed by the national anthem, sung by our preschool kiddos. The night will include a halftime parade, homecoming court, little and big kid zone hosted by CCB and FCA, as well as a fireworks show, and of course, more Cougar football.
Timeout.
The 2003
Officially
state championship
done.
teams will also be honored during that time.
41
Now let's cheer for
seconds
our
left to
team.
play.
It's third down. Let's make it happen.
Renteria. Breaks the huddle and now in shotgun, 2 receivers, far side right. Renteria gets the snap, throws it to
Renteria
Rondan on
complete.
a screen. Rondan
Rondon.
with a little bit of room in front of him.
Brought down by
Looks like he'll
Warren,
be
74.
a yard short of the line to get.
Gain of about 7.
27 seconds left to play.
Long 2.
Fourth and it looks like it will be fourth and, well, now 4th and 1 is where they'll spot it. 15 seconds left to play. Cougars letting the clock run down very quickly. 10, 9, now 8 seconds left. This should be the last play of the half. And Coach Kindred elects to let the clock run out, and that will do
Your
it
score, Camp Verde
for
Cowboys,
2 quarters of
21.
football here
Phoenix Christian
on the
Cougars,
campus of
7.
Phoenix Christian. We've played 2. Cowboys 21 and the Phoenix Christian Cougars 7. We might have head coach Jason Kindred, but looks like he'll still address his team on the field near the 30-yard line. We'll wait to see if Coach Kindred comes over. He might head straight into the locker room, and it looks like he will. So no word from Coach Kindred on his halftime thoughts, but I will give you mine instead for those of you that are still here. Cougars that first opening drive, once again, going down, scoring exactly what they do. But since then, the offense has struggled. Camp Verde putting 11 in the tackle box, and with great tackling from Cook and the rest of Cowboy defense, it just hasn't really worked. Cougars a couple PI calls that have extended the drive, and you see Renteria that there is an opportunity on the play action pass. Even though Renteria isn't a quarterback by trade, he can get the ball there. Cougars have the capability to come back and win this game. That I do know. It'll be a matter of execution and really seeing who wants to win tonight. And I had the fortunate chance of being at Phoenix Christian's practice yesterday, late afternoon. And after the practice was done, Coach Kindred really talked about adversity, you know, getting hit in the mouth. What do you do to respond? You know, punching. Are you going to punch back? Well, Phoenix Christian delivered the first punch, up 7-0. Since then, they've taken a lot of the punches opposed to giving them. Now it'll be up to the Phoenix Christian offense to get those punches back and also defensively try to stop the air raid attack from Buckley. And that'll do it for my halftime thoughts. About 13 and a half minutes left of halftime, so set a timer for about 13 minutes, and we'll be back in that time here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Cougars trail 21-7.
go to jewelry thing next week.
Huh?
We'll just do the jewelry thing.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School. Phoenix Christian about to kick off to the Cowboys. Israel Torres squibs it. Ball bobbling on the ground. And it looks like Buckley was out on hands team. He was. And Buckley, they're out on special teams. And the Cowboys start at their own 46 to start the second half.
If you didn't get a chance to visit the snack bar at halftime, now's a great time to go. Grab a hot dog, grab a soda, grab a snack.
Cowboys come out first and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
That'll move the ball up 5 yards. It'll be first down and 5 for the Cowboys.
Hawking leads the Cougars in tackles for loss with 4. Now first and 5. Buckley hands it off and cutting up all the way about the 43 is Lamelli. Once again, Lamelli has not carried the ball until this game. Cowboys not one to really run the ball that much, but they have this game. Quads left. Buckley under pressure. Sets up a screen, breaking a couple tackles and getting just enough for first down was Williams.
Progress is stopped after a gain of 11.
That'll be a Cowboy first down. Laval shaken up a bit on that play. And it looks like Laval will exit, favoring one leg. Thee helping him off. Well, heading into tonight, Laval was the leading carrier for the Cowboys. 31 carries, 179 yards,
Fantastic news.
1 touchdown. Also had 3 receiving touchdowns.
Phoenix Christian, seeking a top-tier private Christian education. You can register at www.phoenixchristian.org/admissions events.
We talked at halftime about overcoming adversity. If you're the Cougars, well, here's some more adversity. How are you going to handle it? Buckley throws it quick and making a man miss and getting almost near the first down is Williams once again.
Gain of 9.
Gain of 9 on first down. Williams accounting for over a third of Buckley's touchdown passes. Buckley, handoff, big hit by Renteria. And a loss of 2.
Met initially by number 3, Cyrus Renteria.
Renteria, the starting quarterback tonight in place of the injured Xavier Sandoval. Renteria, a transfer from 6A Mountain Point, came over with his dad, Nacho Renteria, one of the coaches on this Phoenix Christian staff. Buckley hands it off to Sanabria, making a man miss. 2. As Achilles Lopez brings him down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and we'll call it 3. Excuse me, it's actually 4th and 3. Buckley under center. Takes a look at the sideline. Tries to sneak it. Buckley still fighting. Does he have enough? Yes, he does.
It'll depend on the spot.
And on the second try, Buckley stretching the ball out to the 20 for a Cowboy first down.
Officials timeout.
Phoenix Christian fans not happy with that one. Not sure if they're more upset with Buckley's forward progress not being called sooner or something that they might have seen on the PC defensive side of the ball. Regardless, Cowboys have the ball now in the red zone at the 20 on the right hash. Sanabria motions into the backfield. Buckley keeps himself up the middle, down to the 20, excuse me, the 17-yard line for a gain of 3. Second and 7. 9:10 left to play here in the third quarter. Cowboys looking to extend their lead to 21. Phoenix Christian, a late change. Buckley
back to pass.
looks right. Pass is incomplete. I don't know what Buckley was looking at there. Aiden Flynn immediately there on the coverage. Looked like maybe a miscommunication. A chance to maybe intercept Buckley for a second time tonight. Falls to the turf. 3rd and 7. Buckley gets a snap. Looks downfield. Pass is picked off. No, it's not.
Buckley back to pass. Pass falls incomplete. Almost intercepted.
That's Daniel Pacheco. It was in his arms, and Michael Harmon on the coverage came in late and knocked it out. A chance for the Cougars to take over at the 20 now turns in to 4th and 7 at their own 17, trying to halt Cowboy advance. Timeout called by the Cowboys.
Finally called. Camp Verde.
Coach Kindred a little bit upset that wasn't called sooner. We saw the Cowboys start to walk off not the field because they still are on the field, but walk off to the side. And boy, as a defender, that just sometimes happens. You gotta communicate. Pacheco almost having to play it like a center fielder over on Cougar Field to the left of the football field. The Cougar Field named the baseball field here on the campus of Phoenix Christian. He was under it and actually had it for a moment, and just Harmon trying to make a play, not aware of where the ball was.
Phoenix Christian 74th homecoming.
Regardless, it still is 4th and 7.
If you're an alumni, come back and visit with friends. There will be a lot of great. October 27th, final home game.
Coach Gronwald sends his offense back out onto the field on 4th and 7. Ball's on the 17 of the Cougars. Two receivers far side left. It looks like Buckley might take the play clock down. No, he won't. Buckley looking right, has a man in the end zone. Pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Caleb Bahi. That was Ron Dan on the coverage, going step for step with Bahi. Buckley gave him a 50-50 ball and actually kind of overthrew Bahi. And the Cougars hold the Cowboys on their second half opening drive. 8:41 to go and a chance to cut the lead down to 7. We saw Buckley look right almost the entire time on that play, like it was a one-read throw. Potentially maybe out of the range of a Yodi, the kicker.
Handoff off left side. Tackle in the backfield,
bringing
68-17,
Willis down
from the Cowboys.
is Sanabria and McKay.
Ball carrier was David Willis.
Willis, the ball carrier, for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12.
Second down and 11.
Ball now spotted on the Cougars' own 15-yard line. Renteria drops back, looking for Grimwade down the middle of the field, picked off by Sanabria.
Back pass. Picked off by number 1.
Sanabria with his second
Cowboys
interception of the year, and it's almost like the Cowboys never left.
First and 10 on the 20.
The Cowboys' offense never left the field. 1st and 10. Throw by Renteria in the middle of the field, and Grimwade was double covered, and Sanabria just had to read it, and, well, the rest is history. Buckley trots out onto the field, gets the snap, looks left,
Ball on the way.
trying to find Sanabria. Pass is incomplete. Looked like that hit off the face mask of the senior. Pacheco and Paris on the coverage.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Sanabria just made the interception. He doesn't have a touchdown yet in this game, but how about this? Sanabria last year had 24 receiving touchdowns. That's tied for 6 all-time in Arizona high school history. Some notable names also on that list. Former Cardinals cornerback, and now Vikings cornerback Byron Murphy, and arguably even more notable, current Ravens tight end Mark Andrews. Some big names to be ahead of on that list. Buckley sets up a screen. He finds Lamelli. Lamelli enough for a 1st down, and he'll run out just after the sticks.
Ball carrier picks up enough yards for a 1st down.
Buckley, great patience on that throw to really invite the defense up more. Get more room for Lamelli to run. Beg your pardon, that might actually be Bryce Hirsch. And that running back, and Hirsch will get the carry. Barrels his way out to the 15. 2 flags fly in late. You saw Cooper Quinton getting a shove delivered to him a little late. Maybe unnecessary roughness. You saw Achilles Lopez. And it will be actually blocking the back against the Cowboys. That'll back up the Cowboys, probably back to near the original line of scrimmage. 7:38 left to play in the 3rd quarter. You saw the near side line judge and the umpire throw the flag, and looks like blocking the back is going to be a little more than 5 yards. It'll be about 10. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 15 from the 28.
Buckley back to pass.
Buckley, pressure coming. Buckley trying to avoid it, and he'll throw it away.
Men in the backfield. Pass disrupted. Ball's incomplete.
Wonder how that's not intentional grounding. Buckley, in my judgment, wasn't out of the tackle box, and the nearest player to the ball was Michael Harmon, who was about 3-ish yards away.
That was Cooper Quinton on the QB hurry.
Cooper Quinton getting in to pressure Buckley. 2nd and 15. Buckley
back to pass.
looks right
out in the flat.
and going absolutely nowhere.
Also there to clean it up, Cyrus Renteria.
Is Hirsch. Looks like Hirsch will actually lose about 3. Michael Harmon amongst other
We've been told
Cougars
if you've been
there
waiting for
to
a
the
hot
ball.
dog all evening, they are now ready.
Be 3rd and 18.
3rd down and 20. Here we go, fans. Get behind your defense right
Cowboys need the Phoenix Christian 9-ish yard line for a first down. 3 receivers left. Buckley drops back to pass. Looking left, looking deep. Pass is incomplete.
That'll be a 4th down.
Buckley looking for Williams once again.
Carry on the
4th
play,
and
Zaire
18.
Smith.
And an interesting choice now coming for the Cowboys. He saw Zaire Smith, and there's the crowd saying, way to go, Zaire. Zaire Smith just about a millisecond away from getting a forced fumble. Almost Myles Garrett-esque, just blitzing speed off the edge and getting his hands just near the ball, but just not enough. 4th and 18. Buckley drops back to pass, looking. Will throw it underneath to Williams. Williams with room to run. Still Williams. Williams eventually out of bounds. We'll mark him down at the 8. Does he have the first down? Yes, he does.
Short of the line to gain.
And it looks like there's an injured Cougar. That is Smith down on the field, who just made the great pass rush earlier on. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cowboys when we come back. 6:28 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Zaire Smith walked off under his own power. Smith with 5 sacks on the year. That leads the Cougars. And it looks like it'll be first down Cougars.
First down. Here we go.
Williams just short of the line to gain, and for the 2nd drive in a row, the Cougar defense holds. Now it'll be the offense's turn to respond and try to chop down this lead with just under 6.5 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Renteria checks out. It will be Brandon Scroggins in at quarterback. We potentially see a little Miami Dolphins action here. Scroggins, a direct snap. Losing a couple is Scroggins.
Renteria takes snap, goes off the
Preston
right side.
Strafford,
Bring up
the
2nd
first
down.
Cowboy to meet him. Strafford, a senior, absolutely gobbled up.
Injury
Scroggins
timeout.
and another Cougar is down injured. That's Isaiah Klein, the center. Down near the 5-yard line. 6:10 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We'll step aside once again for a break. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is Phoenix Christian Football. Isaiah Klein walking off hand, rubbing his right leg, clearly favoring one leg over the other. Daniel Sanchez now in at center. Be 2nd down and 11. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. 2 receivers come near side left. High snap.
High snap.
Renteria
Got the
gives,
handoff.
and looks like that'll be a loss once again.
No gain on the play.
Multitude
Maybe a
of
loss of
Cowboys
one.
in
Gonna bring
there
up
on
third
that
down and
one.
12.
3rd and 13. Ball spotted at the 6. Cougars need the 20. Be 3rd and 14. Got to think if the Cougars don't get the first down here, you might see a punt. Renteria, quick step, looks for Paris.
Renteria's pass
Paris
complete.
tries to
Flipped out the
hook and ladder, and it's successful. Willis down the sideline all the way to the 30.
Number 6, Javian Willis, caught only by an ankle tackle. And that'll be enough for a Cougars first down.
Anything you can do, I can do better. You saw the Cowboys run the hook and ladder back in the first half, and
That, folks, is a
Coach
variation
Kindred
of the
says,
old
well,
hook and ladder.
how about I do it too, and I'll pick up a long 3rd down in the process. First and 10. Ball spotted on the 30. Power T. Handoff
Scroggins off the right
goes to
side.
Scroggins, and
Led by a host of Cowboys.
Scroggins will be brought down after a gain of 1.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Camp Verde tonight doing a good job rallying to the ball, doing what a lot of coaches call gang tackling, making sure at least 2-3 hats are to the ball at all times. Second and 9 from the 31. Willis, a man in motion.
Toss from backfield.
He'll get the toss.
Off the left side.
Willis will actually lose about a half a yard, maybe a yard. Bring up 3rd and 10. Scroggins
That's
pulling
gonna
a
bring up
Michael
3rd down and
Lohr,
10.
blocking his man all the way down to the 45. Great lead block from Scroggins, just too much
You
pressure
lost your
allowed
phone
in
this
from
evening. Miss
the
Gray, you
Cowboy
might have it.
D-line.
Go Sear.
Third and 10. Ball in the middle of the field at the Cougars' own 30. Renteria in the shotgun. He gets a snap,
Renteria takes the pass.
looking
Quick throw to the outside.
right, and that
Ball's
pass is
incomplete.
incomplete, intended for Willis.
It's going to bring up 4th down and
Sniffing
10.
out that play was Gunnar Selting. Even if Willis managed to catch it, I don't think he would have gotten far. Klein checks back out of the game, was in, and it looks like the Cougars might go punt here. Xander Harmon, the long snapper on field goals, is in. Daniel Sanchez back in punt formation. Left-footed effort over the head of Santabria. No, it's not. He gets it at about the 35. Santabria
Trying to change directions.
looking to reverse field. Makes a man miss, and eventually brought down at the
Nice
44.
downfield special teams play by the Cougars.
Great heads-up play
They
there
flip
from
the field.
Santabria.
Take out there.
Cowboys didn't have
Cowboys will take
anyone
over
back
on the
to
left side of the 50.
return the punt, and
down
Santabria just
from their own
sprinted back
3
and
minutes and
caught
10
it
seconds
almost
left
like
to go in the third quarter.
he's getting a pass
Score
from
remains
Buckley just
21
over the
Cowboys.
shoulder.
Phoenix Christian 7.
He's able to get about 10 on the return. Cowboys have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Buckley Hands it off to Cook. Cook following blockers for a gain
Gain
of
about 4.
about 4. Second and 6. Ball spotted on the left hash at Cowboys 49. 2:42 left to play. Buckley keeps the ball himself.
On the right side.
Buckley high stepping all the way out to
Steps out of bounds.
about the 43. Buckley looking like Baker Mayfield in
For a first down.
week 3 of 2022 against the Vikings. High stepping it, trying to get Cougar defenders to miss. Buckley did pick up enough for the first down. Buckley not shy of using his legs. Coming into tonight, had 170 yards rushing and 5 rushing touchdowns. Buckley
Hand off up the middle.
hands it off. Hirsch on the counter picks up about 5.
Tackle made on play by Cooper Quinton, 78. Gain of 5.
2:14 left to play in the third quarter. And yes, it is still the third quarter. Two receivers, far side left. Buckley
Hand off up left
hands
side.
it off.
Running back bounces to the outside.
Hirsch with blockers in front of him all the way down to the 20. And a pickup
Ball carry gains
of
enough
just
for a
under
first down.
20 on second down. Ball be spotted exactly on the 20. 1:44 left to play in the third quarter. First and 10. Buckley keeps it
Quarterback
once
keeps.
again. Stiff arms a man, and that man actually bringing him down is
Initially by
Renteria.
number 3, Cyrus Renteria.
Quarterback versus
Touchdown
quarterback
play
there.
By a few more Cougars.
Gain of
Gain 4.
5, maybe even 6 on first down. Second and 4, and the Cowboys now having success running the ball.
Hand off up the middle.
Handoff goes to Hirsch for about 3, might be a couple inches short of the first
55
down.
for the Cougars, all helping to bring him down.
Cowboys coming into tonight, 720
Timeout, Camp Verde.
yards rushing as Camp Verde takes timeout. That for comparison, Phoenix Christian has 1,551 yards rushing coming into tonight. So Cougars almost doubling the yards rushing of
Are you a
the
pastor,
Cowboys
ministry
coming into
leader?
tonight.
You know one?
National
We'd love to have
average,
pastors and
according
ministry
to
leaders join us for
Max
breakfast next
Preps,
Friday
is
morning, October 6th, for a
643
time of
yards
worship,
rushing. So both
and then come to the Friday night
offensive
football game.
rushing attacks
And a cool halftime
over
performance
the
by
national
2004
average,
graduate
if you will, so just
Register
slightly above average
HTTPS,
rushing attack for the
//
Cowboys and what you would maybe consider an
NURL.com,
elite rushing attack in
/PC
the Cougars.
Astros.
Cougars just haven't been able to get that
56 seconds remaining in the third
run
quarter.
game
Score
going.
remains
Usually they can
21-7
get
in
into
favor
a
of the
rhythm,
Cowboys.
get about 5, 6, 4, 7, 10,
Third down
and just
and a
really
long two
churn
coming
the
up for
ball
them.
down the field. But tonight it's been a very difficult against a big Camp Verde defensive line and an experienced one nonetheless. McKay and Strafford and Brady, all names that I've called tonight, all seniors.
All right, fans, they need you.
Third
down
and
long
2
We need
coming
to
up
stand. We need to stop. They need
from
you.
the Cougars 17. Cowboys go power eye, almost looking like Phoenix Christian here. Buckley keeps it
Quarterback
himself, will try to rumble forward, and it looks like Buckley will
Might have leaned forward
be
for a
marked
gain of
just
1.
short of the line to get 4th and 1. I'm just expecting the
That should bring up
Cowboys
4th
to
down.
pull a Philadelphia
And
Eagles
another
and just
opportunity
have
for the Cougar defense to get a stop.
Cook and a couple other of the running backs
And
just
fans,
push
they need
Buckley
you again.
on this play, and it
Get on
actually
your feet.
will be 4th and 2. So Buckley only picking up a yard there. You wonder if they just go back to the QB sneak and try to run it a little better. Buckley back out there. Same formation. McKay as a fullback. Buckley loses the football. Ball is on the ground, and looks like, luckily for the Cowboys, it was picked up by one of their
It'll
own.
depend on the spot.
Looks
From
like
here, it
Buckley
doesn't look like he got it.
will have enough. And it will be 1st down Cowboys. Buckley getting a little lucky. You saw the ball pop out late. And I think maybe if it wasn't for the fumble, Buckley wouldn't have got it. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter.
That'll bring us to the
We've
end
played
of the 3rd
36
quarter.
minutes of football
Camp Verde Cowboys
here in
21,
Phoenix,
your
Arizona, on the
Christian
campus of
Cougars
Phoenix
7.
Christian High School. Score, the visiting Camp Verde Cowboys 21 and your Phoenix Christian Cougars 7. Still a lot of football left to be played here. And really, the Cougars have responded to, some of the punches by the Cowboys. No score in the 3rd quarter after 28 combined points between both teams in the first
Remember,
2.
Cougar fans, homecoming,
Cougars
October
far from out of it
27,
yet. Once again,
the
12 minutes
74th annual homecoming of
played
Phoenix
in the
Christian
4th quarter.
School. Come on out.
Cowboys will have it 1st and 10 inside the red zone when we come back. This is Phoenix Christian Football here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Welcome back to
Apparently they got the first down on the lean by
Phoenix
number 10
Christian
Buckley.
High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. Cowboys have it 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. Buckley looks left, still looking left, trying to find Santabria. Pass is caught. Touchdown and touchdown Cowboys. Flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And it's actually roughing the passer against the Cougars. Touchdown stands. And after holding the Cowboys scoreless
Initial indication
in
appears the flag is on the Cougars.
the 3rd quarter, Cowboys score on their first play in the 4th quarter. Call officially is touchdown. Santabria with receiving touchdown number 10 of the year.
Indication is that the
You saw
Cougars roughing the passer, and that penalty will be assessed on
the
kickoff.
wheel route from Santabria
Now
that
for the point after.
the Cowboys like to call so much. You have your outside receiver dig in, and the slot receiver in Santabria, or whoever it might be, either if it's Cook or Williams or one of the others, go almost straight to the sidelines and come up on a wheel route, getting both Phoenix Christian defenders looking inside and Santabria wide open for a touchdown. Call is neutral zone infraction against the Cougars. Cowboys keep their PAT unit out.
Good ball.
11:54 left to play in the fourth. Ayoade. End over end kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
Cowboys extend their
Just
lead
into
to
the fourth
21
quarter.
with a
Camp
lot
Verde
of the fourth
Cowboys
quarter
28,
still to
Phoenix
play.
Christian Cougars 7.
Score, Cowboys 28 and your Phoenix Christian Cougars 7. Cougars really need to get something going offensively in the fourth quarter. They scored on their opening drive, have been quiet ever since. We've seen Ayoade kick the ball off a couple times, and it looks like he'll be kicking it off all the way
As the Cougars will receive
from
the
the
They will be moving
Cougars
up 15 yards for the
45.
As the roughing the passer penalty was
As
assessed.
roughing the passer penalty, as you may have heard over the PA, assessed on the kickoff since it occurred after the play. You wonder maybe if the Cowboys try to squib it or maybe go onside kick and try to really put this game out of reach. Ayoade sends the kick end over end, and that one will go into
Ball
the
goes
end
into
zone
the
for a
end zone.
touchback. Really difficult situation there if you're Ayoade and the special teams coach of the Cowboys, because what do you do in that situation? You're kicking off from outside your territory, and you can't really do much, especially too where even if you have a true kicker on your roster like Ayoade, placing the ball on the one
Cougars
or
will take
trying
over first
to
and 10 from their own 20.
make the Cougars return it, very difficult challenge, even for NFL kickoff specialists and even those in college. Martinez checks in late. First and 10, ball be spotted on the 20. Renteria, play action pass. Looking down the seam for Willis. Pass is picked off once again by Sanabria. Sanabria
Takes it down to
taken
the
out of
25
bounds
yard
at
line, where he
the
shoved
25 by Scroggins, and another miscue by the Cougar
out.
offense
Take over
turns the
first
ball
and 10
back
25.
to the Cowboys. And they'll have it in prime field position here. Cowboys had success running and passing the ball last drive. We'll see what Aaron Gronwald and Buckley have in mind. High snap, Buckley hands it off.
Hand off up the middle. Ball carrier runs
Chasing
for
down
about
Hirsch is Zaire Smith, who's back in the game. Ball now spotted on the 19 of the Cougars. Gain of 7 on first down. Bring up 2nd and 3. Cowboys in a bunch to the left and right. Buckley keeps it himself. Buckley cuts inside and eventually brought down
tackled by several Cougars
at
on play.
the 13, maybe actually they'll say the 11 actually. Clock winds. 10:51 left to play in the game. Cougar faithful trying to inject some life into the defense. Buckley hands it off,
Up the middle.
and going nowhere is Hirsch.
Forward progress
A trio of
play, gaining 30
Grimwade,
yards.
Smith, and
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Santeria. It's not Renteria. On the stop. Ball spotted at the 10, maybe a yard. First time I've noticed both Zaire Smith and Cassius Grimwade on the same side of the offensive line really trying to put pressure on Buckley, and they'll do it again. Buckley under pressure, and bringing him down for a sack is Cassius Grimwade. Flag flies in late after a complaint from Buckley. Wonder if it might be helmet to helmet. Grimwade came a little high.
There is a flag on the field.
Let's see the call. Flag was thrown by the head official. He continues to point over to the Cougar sideline. Wonder if maybe it was a hold. And it is a personal foul against the Cougars, and
Penalty indication is it's on the defense.
helmet to helmet, and that'll be half the distance to the goal. So an 8-yard loss turns into about a 5-yard gain in favor of the Cowboys, and one of those calls you kind of shake your head at and wonder, really, Grimwade didn't do anything wrong. He tackled Buckley. Buckley immediately threw his hands up and got the call.
Pitch outside.
Pitch to Hirsch. Hirsch cutting up field and taken down by Achilles Lopez from behind.
Play, 55, Achilles Lopez, after a gain of about 4.
Hirsch gets out to 5. Be third down. The amount of times I've thought Tyson Buckley was wearing number 7 and went to Miami of Ohio tonight is insane. Rushing the ball, passing the ball, and even after getting sacked, reminds me a lot of Big Ben Roethlisberger from the Pittsburgh Steelers. A bigger quarterback that can really do it all if he wants. Buckley try to keep it himself. Pass complete. And stretching out over the goal line for a touchdown.
Quick throw outside the receiver.
On a option play, and it looks like that was Caleb Bahi. And it was indeed Bahi. Caleb Bahi with his 3rd receiving touchdown of the year, and the Cowboys a point after away from making this a 35-7 ball game. And it looks like Buckley coming on to block and be the wingman in field goal protection. How about that? Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good, making the score the Cowboys 35. And the Cougars 7. You see Buckley pointing to the scoreboard and looking at the Cougar field goal block unit. Something might have been said on the field. Buckley, a efficient day once again. Last week against Mountainside, Cowboys won 62-6. Buckley had only 4 incompletions and threw for over 300 yards. And it looks like he's on pace to do much of the same tonight. 8:35 left to play in the 4th quarter. Pooch kick from Ayoade lands at the 25. Fielded by Rondan at the 20. Rondan cutting up field, making a couple man miss, and all the way out to the 35 is Rondan.
8:28 left to go in the 4th quarter.
Rondan, a good return They're picking it up and getting about 15, maybe even 16, some would say. A 28 left to play in the game. Cougars have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Two receivers come near side right. Flag flies.
Whistles, flag on the field.
Neutral zone infraction against the defense is the call.
Infraction on the defense.
Cougars now with a 1st and 5. Still a good bit of time for the Cougars to come back and maybe have a chance of turning this around. Cowboys lead 35-7 with under 8.5 minutes. The 1st and 5 at the 41 of the Cougars. Renteria gives. And up for a gain of 5 is Rondan.
14, Zion Rondon. Appears to have enough for another Cougar 1st down.
First and 10 Cougars. Ball on the 46. Handoff goes to Ransom. Ransom up to the 49, and the Cougars
gain of about 5.
now back in Cowboy territory. 2nd and 5.
Cougars. Ball on the 49.
The Cougars want any chance of coming back. You got to think they're going to need a score soon. Ransom up the middle.
Ransom again.
And he'll push forward
Pass
for
to 45.
another
He's
5.
close to the sticks.
Looks like he'll be marked just short at the 44.5. He needed the 44. 3rd and inches.
And he does have enough yards.
And it looks like the head official says he did get the 1st down, so instead of 3rd and inches, Cougars have 1st and 10 from the 44.5. Renteria gives, and met by a lot of Cowboys at the line of scrimmage.
Off the right side.
Was Rondon. Flag flies late from the far side line judge. You wonder if this might be
appears to be some laundry on the
a
field.
late call against the Cowboys. He says with the biggest question mark he can. For now, as we get the call, and it'll be unsportsmanlike conduct against the Cowboys. You got to imagine something was said by one of the 11 Cowboys on the field.
Penalty appears to be on Camp Verde, unsportsmanlike conduct.
That'll be a
That'll
15-yard penalty and an
another
automatic
Cougar 1st down.
1st down for the Cougars. They have the ball now on the Cowboy 30 with 7:10 left to play in the 4th quarter. Handoff goes to Ransom. Ransom's churning his legs, still going.
Gain of about 5.
We'll pick up about 5. And this is a Phoenix Christian offense that you've seen really the last 4 weeks. Just chunk plays, 5 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards.
Down in the long 4. Inside Camp Verde territory.
Cassidy Kovac
Ball on the
checks in
24-yard
at
line.
right tackle. 6:35 left to play.
Handoff. Cuts it back.
Handoff
up the middle.
goes to Ransom.
On his
Ransom
feet.
still going.
He breaks out of the
Breaks
tackle.
another tackle.
Oh!
And a jersey-saving
Oh, an
tackle
ankle by number 13 keeps him from
by
getting in the end
Jackson
zone, folks.
Paisley.
But with that yardage, that brings up
saving
another Cougar
what would have
first
been
down.
Ransom's second touchdown of the year. And Cougars finally finding their rhythm offensively. It's been a great job by Ransom just keeping his legs going, and a little bit of a lucky jersey tackle from Paisley. Handoff is Rondone.
14.
Hill
Diane Rondon off the
get
right
a
side.
couple.
Gain of 1.
5:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. You got to think, no matter what, onside kick is coming from the Cougars. And if you do get the ball back on an onside kick, it's going to have to be something quick, down 28. With now 5.5 minutes left to play. Ransom up the middle, brought down
Ransom off left
immediately
side.
by McKay.
No gain. That'll bring up
Maybe a
third down.
yard. Cougars looking for their first points since their opening drive of this game. Handoff goes to Ransom up the middle. He'll get a few.
Trey Ransom, number 12, cut back up in the middle.
Be fourth
Gain of 1.
down and about
That'll
5.
Fourth down.
Maybe fourth down and 4. Cougars trying to find the end zone. They can taste it here inside the 10-yard line. Power T. Renteria gets a snap. Play action. Looking
Rollout.
for Ransom. Pass is
There's
incomplete.
a flag on the field.
Batted away by Cook.
Back on the 15-yard line.
A hold goes
indication is
against the
holding.
Cougars, so even
On
if
the
that was caught, Cougars would have had to back it up. The Cougars turn it over on downs after their most promising drive of the second half.
The holding penalty on the offense will be declined, and the Cowboys will take over.
Cowboys take
First and
over
10.
at their own 8-yard line.
From their own
4:14 left to play here, and you got to imagine the Cowboys just run out the rest of this clock and take the trip back up north very happily. First and 10. 2 receivers left and right. Buckley gives
Handoff. Met in the backfield.
a lot
That'll be a loss
of
3.
Cougars in the backfield, and it
Ball appeared to come out,
looks like
but the ball carrier was
Renteria
already down.
picked up the ball and ran in. Refs say ball carrier was down. It looked like Cook on the carry. Buckley with a gesture of first down, but more so in terms of pointing that it's Camp Verde ball.
Second down and 13.
Under 3.5 minutes left to play in the game. Buckley gets the snap. Will try to
Quarterback
keep it
keeper
himself. Chasing
around right
him is
side.
Smith. He'll make Smith
Runs back
miss,
into
and
a
Buckley
host of Cougars.
brought down by
Gain of maybe
a load
one.
of men wearing green for a gain of maybe
That's going to
one.
bring up third down and probably 12.
Great job there by Smith to pursue Buckley, and even though some might say Buckley might have juked him, A great job by Zaire Smith to even force that to go back inside. You hear defensive end coaches and D-line coaches say force them back inside. That's where your help is. And the Cougars in pursuit surely helped. Cougars show blitz. They back out.
He's in his own end zone.
Screen pass goes to Sanabria. Sanabria making
Down the sideline.
a man miss and eventually brought down at the 20. Just enough for a Camp Verde first down. 2.5 minutes exactly left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cougars trail 35-7. Clock continues to wind. Now the sticks are in place. Cowboys have the ball on their own 20. Just trying to run out the rest of the clock.
Buckley back to pass. Ball's up.
Camp Verde sets up a screen. Pass is incomplete.
That'll bring up second down.
Buckley underthrew Hirsch. Two minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game. Cowboys have it 2nd and 10 on their own 20. Buckley
back to pass.
looks left,
Up
finds Bahi. Bahi breaks a tackle, but no more.
Dragged down by a host of Cougars.
And will
First
eventually
and 10 there, 55,
be tackled
Achilles
out
Lopez.
near the 25 by Achilles Lopez,
third
trailing
down.
the play. .145 now left to play. Cowboys take their time coming to the line. Buckley looks right. Pass is caught.
Buckley's pass complete over the middle.
And bringing down Bahi
Receiver appears
near
to
the
have enough
35-yard
yards
line
for
is
first down.
Dominic Paris. Grimwade, the
Timeout.
injured Cougar, down on the field. Step aside for a brief moment as coaches check on Grimwade. This is Phoenix Christian Football here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School, and it looks like
Ball on the other side of 50 for the Cowboys.
Cowboys
23
get the
left
ball
on
moved up all the way to the Cougar 49. Some kind of penalty occurring after the play. I did not see any flags fly. And it looks like Coach Jason Kindred is heading back to the locker room. With a minute 23 left to play.
Buckley drop back pass.
Buckley looking right, steps up in the pocket.
Ball's out.
Ball falls loose. Cougars say they have it. They do. Jaden Solanas falling on the
Number
loose
77,
ball, and
James Salinas falls on the fumble, and that
with
would be Cougars
1:16
taking over
left
that
to
ball,
play.
1st and 10 going the other way.
left in the fourth quarter, Cougars have the ball and a chance to maybe make this score look a little more respectable. And it does appear that Coach Jason Kindred might have been ejected from the game, as he is currently making his way back still to the Cougar locker room.
3 important dates to remember. October 6th.
Want to know if something was maybe said between
ministry leader, come on out for
the
breakfast.
back judge or someone
Then come to the football
on
game,
the officiating
and at
crew
halftime
and
there'll be a concert by former graduate,
Jason Kindred.
Pastor Minister himself, Drew Unger. October 12th, campus visits. If you know some people that want to come in, contact the admissions office.
You knew coming
Finally,
into
October 27th,
today this
homecoming,
game would be
74th annual.
tough.
Come on out for a fun
Cowboys,
night,
arguably
senior
the
night for our
toughest
football team and
opponent
other athletes.
on the Cougars'
And the
schedule
last home football game
this
of the
season.
October 6th, October 12th, October 27th. Dates to remember.
But
minute 16 to go in the ball game.
you want to
Let's put
see
one
the
more in there,
Cougars
boys.
really try to score here and maybe get
Cougars take
one
over
more
1st and 10 on their own 48.
before the end of the game here. And you saw flashes throughout this game of what this Cougar offense is supposed to look like and has looked like really the past 3 weeks. But Cowboys have held their own and stayed strong
Off the right side.
throughout this game. Scroggins, the ball carrier,
On 5 Scroggins with a gain of 5. That'll bring
will
up
pick
2nd
up
down and
about
5.
3. 2nd and 7. Now officially under a minute left to play. And it looks like the Cougars will just let the clock run maybe about 1 or 2 more plays. Cougars break the huddle. Renteria looking for Paris downfield. Does he have him? Yes, he does. 10-5 touchdown.
Paris for a touchdown.
And Renteria connecting with Paris for touchdown number 2 on the afternoon, making the score look a little more respectable, but Renteria took a big hit as he delivered that one to Paris down the middle of the field. Aduasalefu onto, no, actually it will not be Aduasalefu on to attempt the point after. Cougars will go for 2. And indeed, the Cougars send their offense back out there and will go for 2. Renteria trying to regain his breath, took a lick on that last play. Cougars call a timeout.
Timeout. Phoenix Christian.
You got to think that at least puts a little bit of wind back into the Phoenix Christian offense. Never say never, but as the probability meter ticks inch by inch closer to a Cowboy victory, if Phoenix Christian can get this 2-point conversion, they will have officially scored the most points against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys have won. The most points the Cowboys have given up in a win is 13 points. That came back against Fountain Hills in game number 3. Phoenix Christian here now just playing for a little bit of pride with 25 seconds left to play. And got to wonder, too, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. You get the score to 15 to make it a 20-point game. I mean, you have about enough time for 3 plays. Never say never. Just like Justin Bieber back in the early 2010s. And Cougars will send out their offense. Trying to go for 2. Looks like Ransom in at quarterback as Renteria remains on the sidelines with his father, Nacho, one of the coaches.
Cougars appear to be going for 2.
Running direct snap, running
Ransom
right.
right side.
Ransom with a couple blockers in front of him, and 2-point conversion good. And so there you have it. Cougars
Camp Verde 35, your PC Cougars 15.
have now scored the most points against the Cowboys in a game that Camp Verde, at least at the moment, is winning. Camp Verde came into tonight 4-2. Those 2 losses on the year. Well, lost to number 2 Arizona Lutheran Academy and number 4 Scottsdale Christian. Those 2 pretty good losses to have on the schedule. And in both of those games, Cowboys scored 34 and 36. They scored 35 tonight. The score stands. Cowboys with their second lowest point total of the season. The lowest with a 34 point scored against Scottsdale Christian. Israel Torres on to attempt the onside kick. Kick rolls
Onside.
around, and
Recovered by the Cowboys.
falling on it is Gage Wolf, junior tight end. And that will more than likely do it here from Phoenix, Arizona on the campus of Phoenix Christian. Presume that Buckley will take a knee to finish it out. Sanabria standing back with his heels on the 35.
Cowboys 1st and 10.
Cowboys in victory
Here's a
formation.
knee.
Buckley takes a knee, and that'll do it here from
Run off the clock.
the campus of Phoenix
Cougars,
Christian.
Camp Verde and their team safe
Phoenix,
travel back
Arizona,
and forth.
final score.
We'll be here
The
next
visiting
week.
Cowboys
Same
of
time,
Camp
same
Verde,
place, Cougar Den.
35,
Thank
and
y'all for
your
coming out.
Phoenix Christian Cougars,
God bless.
15.
Good night.
Phoenix Christian falls to 4-2 on the year. Camp Verde improves to 5-2, and more importantly than any, arguably, Camp Verde now a 4-0 record in region play with 2 games to go. Cougars fall to 2-1, and now Camp Verde controls their own destiny in the race for the 2A Agua Fria conference title. Last 2 remaining region games for Camp Verde, home against Cortez and at Highland Prep, before finishing the year at home against Bisbee. Phoenix Christian, on the other hand, will be back home next week in their last Freedom game of the year versus the Bobcats of Benson. And we will have that game coverage for you right here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Same place, same time. Stream starting at around 6:50 p.m. And it looks like we'll have some discussion between Sanabria and a couple Phoenix Christian coaches. Sanabria still on the field now on the Phoenix Christian sideline. That's not something you see every day. And dapping up Sandoval, and now will retreat to his team huddle. Still discussion taking place between the Cougar coaches and the Cowboy coaches. Santa Maria backflipping in victory, and you got to wonder if maybe something was said. That was a long discussion. Usually you have a couple good games and a couple dap-ups between players and coaches, but that's more than you see. But regardless, talk doesn't change the score. That is currently illuminating the scoreboard here on the campus of Phoenix Christian. Final score once again. Visiting Cowboys 35. The Phoenix Christian Cougars 15. What's up next for the Cougars? Well, as we mentioned previously, next week, home against Benson before traveling to Cortez High School to take on the Colts, and then rounding it out their last two region games with Mountainside and Kingman Academy. Kingman Academy will be the last game of the year at home. Cougars enduring their toughest three-game stretch of the year. Will now make it a two-game stretch after tonight. But for myself, for Phoenix Christian football, that will do it here from Phoenix, Arizona. Cougars falling to the Cowboys 35-15, and will look to bounce back next week against Benson. Signing off for now, my name is Nicholas Petrisky. Thank you to those who have tuned in and have listened to any game in the past or tonight. We thank you for your support of Phoenix Christian football. Have a good night, and please drive safe. Thank you.